Hello, what's going on? Today's video is another vlog. This is the video format now. Get used to it. If you don't like it, fuck off. Quite confrontational, but it's true. So this week, what have I been doing? Well, I had a sort of like mad spell of a couple of days where I was really interested in quantum physics for a bit. So I was doing a lot of watching. In fact, it didn't start with watching videos. It started with me having a conversation with ChatGPT about quantum physics, and I just started asking loads of questions. It was actually really a really useful way of learning because, for one thing, it had all the answers to the questions that I had. That always helps. But I guess like speaking to a physicist, I'd be able to get answers as well. I think one thing that by talking to ChatGPT about it, ChatGPT could understand my questions very well. I feel like talking to a physicist, most physicists, they need the jargon. I mean, I don't speak to physicists much. I guess I'm comparing my experience to when I was in school. Like, I could ask a question which is a little bit off the wall, doesn't quite word things right, um, and a teacher would just sort of look at you like, eh, what do you mean? It's just this. Whereas ChatGPT was like, I understand where you're coming from. It would understand the mistake I was making and then tell me the correct thing in an understandable way. So basically, AI is better than humanity, is what I'm trying to say. No, that's not what I'm trying to say. What I did find out was lots of things about quantum physics, though. It's pretty fucking mind blowing, really. I learned about gluons. I learned that a quark, no, not a quark, a proton is said to be three quarks, but it's not really three quarks. It's just an average of three quarks as quarks continuously appear and disappear as they destroy themselves in anti-quark pairs. But an average of three quarks is always available. So that's something. I learned that gluons don't have mass and they travel at the speed of light, which I found pretty mind blowing. That everything that I'm made up of and that you're made up of and everything around us is made up of, that's physical, has gluons in its basic structure, in the center of all the atoms of everything, and they're traveling at the speed of light within us in a sort of confined system. That's pretty mad. Photons don't have any mass. Gluons don't have any mass, but quarks, electrons, leptons, I think, maybe another one or two, they do have mass because they interact with the Higgs field. And the Higgs field is what gives things mass because it itself has mass and basically contains all the mass of the universe, I think. But the gluon field and the electromagnetic field do not interact with the Higgs field. Hence, they don't have mass. And that's why photons and gluons can travel at the speed of light. Just a bit of light research I was doing. I don't know why. I guess I'm trying to not understand why I was interested or I went down this rabbit hole. And just go down the rabbit hole, enjoy it a bit, learn a bit about it. Maybe in a few years to come, my knowledge about quantum physics is gonna come in really useful, and I'm gonna have some sort of revelation and be like, oh, now I understand the universe because of that 1 week where I binge watched quantum physics videos and had a discussion with ChatGPT. Who knows? Anyway, all I know is just for today, I was interested in it. So I looked it up. It did help me to understand reality slightly better, although it also helped me to understand how little we know. So that's good. There's a lot of dark matter and dark energy that they know fuck all about. So that was interesting. I still need to look into dark energy. Maybe that's my next binge. Alongside this, I was looking into limiting beliefs again and thinking about my sleep. I just know sleep is important. It gets talked about by everyone who has something to say. Organised people who are successful and productive. All of them say that sleep is so crucial. And I just have never had. It's definitely gotten better over the last few years, but I've never had a very consistent, healthy sleeping pattern. Very bad at getting to bed on time. And setting boundaries with myself. I mean, right now it's 11:15 at night, and I'm filming this. I did consider doing it in the morning, but I don't trust myself to get up in time. But I am hoping to change that. I think I've reached a point where I'm like, I feel like I've got enough purpose at the moment to get up on time and do a good morning routine and get myself. I've got a good routine when I wake up, but sometimes that's not even in the morning. No, it is. It's always before midday, I guess. But it would be nice to like be an early riser and get to bed a bit earlier. So, what else? I had some notes from my journaling the other day that I thought I wanted to speak about. The sleep thing. Yeah. Because I stumbled across this Atomic Habits quote. I have read that book a couple of years back, but there was a quote from it which came to my attention, which is, we don't rise to our goals, we fall to our systems. And that just got me thinking, yeah, some of my systems, they're not where I want them to be. And that could probably explain why I'm not hitting some of my goals. Because if my default is to stay up really late and wake up the next morning later than I planned and not get what I wanted done, then that's what I'm going to keep falling back to when I'm having a bad time, or if I have a unpredictable change in my schedule. So I need to take care of my my systems and basics. So what I was thinking of doing is like a 30-day. I'm probably not going to record it every day, but I'll discuss it. 30 days of habit tracking myself, getting to bed earlier and waking up earlier. No screens for an hour before bed. Just the basics you hear about getting better sleep. I'm going to actually do those things. And I'm going to follow the Atomic Habits guide to doing new things like that. So, making it easy, making it accessible, things like that. So, maybe having like a blocker on my phone to stop using YouTube past a certain time, and the same on my laptop. That'll probably help to enforce any boundaries. Have like my evening journal ready and open by my bedside table, so that as soon as I get into bed, I do that, so that I start settling down with my book. And the other thing is habit tracking, so actually like making a physical record of the fact I'm doing what I want to be doing, sleeping earlier, doing an evening routine, which is literally just a tick box every night to say I've done it. And ideally, I mean, I've just got to do one day at a time, but I would like to do like 30 days of it. If I can get up for 30 days in a row at 6 a.m, oh my god. I mean, the fact that I think it's sort of semi-possible now is a big change. I think I just would have thought that was impossible for most of the rest of my life. So I'm going to try. This probably sounds like fucking child's play to some people. Some people can just get up early, and they always have got up early. Or they have to get up early because they've got a family or something like that. But I don't have that, so I'm having to enforce my own boundaries and stick to them, which in my life that's been quite difficult to do. So that's what I'm thinking about mainly. I'm thinking about quantum physics and sleep and my systems. That's what's been going on this week. I went and met my brother's puppy. That was an adorable scenario. And got my face licked. So that was enjoyable, an enjoyable experience. But you know what? I was very tired that day. So I felt like I wasn't at my best. But I think I brought good vibes. But I'd only had about 4 hours sleep. However, if I had a better sleeping pattern, I could have gotten up earlier. I could have slept earlier. And been fresh as a daisy. For my family obligations and puppy obligations. Okay, my arm's getting tired again now. That's a good sort of indicator that the video is about the length I want it to be. That is what I'm realising. Although maybe I'm just tired. I don't know. That's it. That's the vlog. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next week. Maybe I'll be up bright and early every day until next week's video. And I might start filming the video in the morning. That's maybe what I was thinking I could do. But we'll see. One thing at a time. I'm going to send this video to the internet. Get to bed as soon as it's done. Probably going to be a bit later than I want, but the wheels are in motion. Let's just say that, shall we? That makes me feel better. Okay. Good day, good night, whatever time it is, wherever you are, whenever you are. And thanks for watching. Goodbye.